Welcome to another episode of This With Indy. I hope your week has been going very well. Well, this week I have a guest for you guys. Her name is MUNIRA. She's a student at the University of Alberta, and she's done some amazing stuff in the past couple of months with the sculpture and everything. She's gonna come on the show and she's gonna tell us more about. Hi, okay, so this is MUNIRA, guys.
Hi.
Yeah, some of you already know her from the whole, probably as a friend and whatnot, and the whole UOB thing that went down with the sculpture and everything. And, that's why I really want you to tell my viewers and whoever is watching this about what happened. And you may say hi to them and just
Hi. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for having me on your show.
Anytime, girl.
And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I also want to thank the University of Alberta for actually hearing us out. But most importantly, I want to thank Jude and Zoe, my two angels that would come with me to the meetings. Without them, I wouldn't have made it so far. So thank you so much, Jude and Zoe.
Okay, that was awesome. So yeah, you guys went through, what happened? How did this even start?
Okay, so this sculpture was controversial from the get-go.
Okay.
Even in 1978, when the artist was actually still alive.
Oh, who's the artist?
He's an African.
Okay.
He was born in Malawi, and he was raised in Zambia.
Okay.
So the whole controversy with the sculpture is one. Okay, so first of all, the sculpture represents a black man, a naked black man sitting on top of the head of a naked black woman.
They're both naked. Okay.
Yeah, they're both naked. So the first controversy was, but the artist itself is actually African. Mm-hmm. So why are we offended? Mm-hmm. So that was one of the first controversial questions when we said that we do not want it in DEWEYS.
Yeah.
DEWEYS, for those who don't know, is actually like a student pub.
And that was where you found it, just the random student bar, just sitting there.
Yeah, student bar.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, so the second controversy actually was that the artist in question participated in the 1978 Commonwealth Stadium Sculpture Symposium in Edmonton.
Okay.
And he was with 9 other artists.
Okay.
And they were all doing their sculptures. And one day, so it was actually donated to the government of Alberta, who displayed the sculptures of everyone in the Jubilee Auditorium. But then when he came, Kaunda, who is the artist, when he came to sign up his work, he didn't see his sculpture. It was actually covered with plastic. Okay. So from the get-go in 1978, it was controversial, and the church groups at that time found it offensive. Mm-hmm.
Because they were naked?
I guess
and
so.
And he was sitting on her head?
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem that we had with it, the black students on campus, was, okay, first of all, it's very sexualized. Okay. And it just feeds into the whole stereotype that black people are hypersexualized human beings. And that type of stereotype was used to justify the slavery of black people, and was used to prove the immorality of black people. Okay. So we felt like the University of Alberta should have been more sensitive in regards to such a sculpture that clearly depicts a specific racialized group. We're not going to look at this sculpture and think, oh, you know what, I think they're both Asians.
Yeah.
They're clearly black people.
They're clearly black, okay.
And in regards to Sarah Bartman, who was used as a human zoo, anyone who sees this sculpture could easily feel triggered in the remembrance of Sarah Bartman. She had those huge groups, huge assets.
Yeah.
So the lady in the sculpture actually was represented in that way as well. Okay. Another controversy was, why would you put it in a student pub in a bar where the demographics of the bar, they're almost 90% white. It's not even a black pub.
What is it doing there?
You put it there in a place where people get drunk. Obviously, they're going to get prompted to say racial and racist slurs, and people already say racist stuff without the influence of alcohol. And then another controversy with that was the lady in the sculpture was actually facing the wall. So why is the black woman facing the wall? And with the whole stigma and stereotype where black bodies and black female bodies were often shamed, and now you wanna have me face the wall. And then the former SU president wrote an article in the Gateway in response to my article, saying that she was very proud to have that culture on campus. Okay, if you're really proud of it, why am I facing the wall?
And why is it in a random pub where people just go to drink?
Yeah.
You could put it somewhere else where people who are actually trying to, learn more about it or whatever can see it.
Yeah.
And there was no description or anything about
There was like a mini description, and I think there was like the poem. I'm not sure. Yeah, there was a poem of the artist. But even so, I mean, the people going into that bar, they have one objective: get drunk, drink, whatever. I don't think they're gonna stop, go around this culture to actually read the description of it.
For sure. They're not. So she was just trying to defend how, I don't want to use a very, I'm just gonna say, she was trying to defend the fact that they didn't care about that culture and the fact that you were right. So she's trying to say she's proud of it. If you're proud of it, I really think you should have put it somewhere where people will actually see it and appreciate it, and not in a random bar and she's facing the wall. So do you want to tell us your journey and how you finally got this moved? And
it was actually
just like a summary or something.
So I did a post on Facebook. I wasn't expecting it to blow out like it did, but it was interesting to see how many people were ready to police the feelings of black people. If someone tells you that they feel offended, you do not get to tell them, no, you shouldn't feel offended because of X, Y, and Z reasons. But another thing, what was interesting is, and yes, I did have a lot of people that actually stand up with me and actually went in on those ignorant comments on Facebook. But what shocked me was the lack of support from the African Student Association, from AFSA. And it was actually humiliating to actually be in the meetings, have a white woman tell me, oh, but did you go to AFSA? What did AFSA tell you? Is AFSA backing you up with this? And for us three, because we were three black students, to look at each other we actually reached out to our people, but our people didn't find it too political to engage in this discussion. And when you're the president of the African Student Association, you do not get to say that, you know what, something that affects one African Student Association is too political for me to get involved. So we felt let down. It was really a huge shock, because at the end of the day, we expect everything and anything from people who are not part of our community. But we expect people from our community to back us up.
Exactly. First.
So
So,
but it was
that must have been
interesting.
tough.
Really, I actually lost so many of my relationships were gone.
I mean, I'm
because
not
of this.
surprised. Yeah.
So it was interesting. It was really interesting. And at the end of the day, I just want to tell everyone, just because another thing that was interesting was some of the black men didn't find it offensive. And I was like, it's the whole thing. Now you got to look at it through the lens of intersectionality. It's not only about race, it's about gender as well. So maybe you cannot understand me as a black woman. You understand? So, but that was interesting as well. But I just want everyone to understand from this experience that at the end of the day, just because someone looks like you does not share your opinion, does not make your opinion any less legitimate, or your feelings any less legitimate. And no institution is too big for you to stand up against what's wrong. And I'm really happy that the U of A was like, you know what, we're gonna do something about
that.
it.
Is really, for sure. No institution is too big. Stand up for what you believe. Fight for what is right. At least, even if you don't win, at the end of the day, you fought and you tried. Right? I really admire what you did. And I was like, holy, when I saw the post and how it's in the museum now.
Yeah, it's in the museum that is still owned by the University of Alberta, but honestly, it changes the...
That's where it should have been in the first place.
The venue changes the whole thing.
It does. Yeah.
But, some people still find it a bit, find the location inappropriate because they're still students studying at the Faculty of Extension. But you know what, we're taking it step by step to ensure that everyone is going to feel comfortable with it.
It's not in the pub, that's all I
care about. It's not there.
It's out of the pub, it's somewhere else,
somewhere else,
where it's meant, where it's, I mean, it's a better environment. It's
Yeah.
more like a learning environment than a random drinking pub. Like, come on. I mean, yeah. Well, that's really awesome.
Yes,
Yeah, like,
thank you.
congrats on that
Thank you.
journey and everything. So yeah, so you guys have heard her story about the sculpture. You can we're gonna put her details in her Facebook and everything. You can check out her page, her Facebook profile, and see pictures and comments and stuff about the sculpture. If you want to know more about what happened, it's all on your Facebook
Yes,
wall
on
page.
Facebook. Can
Exactly.
read all the comments.
All the comments. You can
Yeah.
read it and follow up if you want or whatever. You can even probably go see it. Where is this? Where is the museum?
It's on Jasper Avenue.
Okay.
It's the University of Alberta Museums, on Jasper Avenue.
University of
Yeah.
Alberta Museum on
Yeah.
Jasper Ave. So if you want to see the sculpture in real life, you could go check it out. I
Yeah.
guess it's a naked man and a naked woman, and the man is sitting on her head.
Yeah.
So you can check. You can go see if you want. Well, thanks for telling us the story.
Yeah, thank you so much for
That was pretty intense. I mean, I'm sorry for all the downs you had,
Yeah.
but there's definitely up and downs in life, and you definitely learning experiences. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Oh, thank you.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
So now we're going to have